Good morning, sir. This is my memorization sa Lea. 80 definition of terms. So first is planning. Planning is a management function concerned with these things. So meron tayong visualizing future situation, making estimates and concerning with them. Then identifying issue, analyzing and evaluation of alternatives, alternatives way in reaching the goal. Then next, estimating funds and resources, estimating funds and resources to do the work. Then initiating action to cope up with the changes. Yun, initiating action to cope up with the changes. Then the next is plan and organize schedule. An organized schedule or sequence of methodological activities intended in attaining goals and accomplishment. Then next is plan is a method or way of doing something to attain a desired goal. Then next is police operational planning. Police operational planning is the act of determining policies and guidelines for police activities and operation. And providing controls of safeguard for activities. Then next is police operational planning is a sequence or methodological activities to attain the mandated goals and objectives of the organization. Then next is objective specific commitment to achieve a measurable result within a specific period of time. Then next is goal. Goal is a general statement of purpose, typically with time horizon. Then next is strategy. It is a broad design method or course of action to attain a particular goal or objectives. Then procedure is a sequence of steps. Procedure is a sequence of activities to reach point or attain what is desired. Then next is policy. Policy is a product or prudence or wisdom in manage of human activities and in human affairs. Then next to that is policy guidelines. Guidelines is a rule of action for the rank and file to show them how they are expected to obtain the desired effect. Then next is alternative. Alternative means by which goal and objectives are attained. Then next is strategic planning. Strategic planning, series of preliminary decision series of preliminary decision on frame, series of preliminary decision on framework guides to the direction of the organization. Then next is strategic plan process. Strategic plan process. Strategic plan process. First, task 1, to develop mission and objectives. Task 2, diagnose environmental threats and opportunities. Then next task is generate alternatives and strategies. Then next is develop strategic plan. Develop strategic plan. Then next to that is develop a tactical plan. Then next is assess. Assess the result of strategic and tactical plan. Then task 8 is repeating all the planning process. Then next is broad external policy plan. Broad external policy plan, responsible of a legislative branch, responsible to the legislative branch of the government. Then next is internal policy planning. Internal policy planning, jurisdiction to achieve them. Jurisdiction to achieve the objectives or mission. Jurisdiction to achieve the objectives and mission of the police organization. Then next to that is sa doctrines. Then sa doctrines meron tayong fundamental, operational, and functional. Fundamental doctrine is the basic principle in which planning and support all the pursuit of the PNP vision, mission, and strategic plan. Then next to that is operational doctrine. Principles and rules that guide the operational and functional units of the PNP forces. Then next is functional doctrine, provides the guidance and specialized activities of the PNP units. Then complementary doctrine. Complementary doctrine are doctrines are formulated by two or more bureaus. Then next is ethical doctrine. Ethical doctrine is the principle governing the rules of conduct and attitude of the PNP personnel. Then next is authority. Then next authority and right to exercise, decide, command by virtue of rank and position. Then doctrine provides the organizational objectives and provides action. Then types of SOP. Example of SOP procedure, SOP number 1. Police beat patrol procedure. Then SOP number 2, bantay kalye. SOP number 3 are oplan siyasat. Then SOP number 5, ligtas ligtas anti-kidnapping. Then SOP number 6, anti-carnapping. Then SOP number 7, anti-terrorism. Then next is SOP number 8, joint bank robbery team or action. Then SOP number 9, highway robbery and hijacking. Then SOP number 20, anti-illegal fishing. Then EO number 26, EO number 226, institutionalization of doctrine of command and responsibility in all government offices. Next is strategic or long range planning. In application, long range in application. Then to determine the original goal and strategy. Then next is medium range planning, determining the quality and the quantity of efforts and accomplishment. Then example is master Sandigan, yun, anti-crime master plan. Then example then is master plan Sandugo, internal security operation. Then short range planning, determine the schedule of special activities applicable for 1 week or less than 1 year. Example is Oplan Banat. Then reactive plan, develop as a result of crisis, sometimes without careful preparation, biglaan. Then next is proactive plan, develop in situation wherein anticipation of problems. Then next is visionary, values the value to be used to guide and decision making process. Then next is operational plan, design to meet the specific task or required implementation of the activities. Then next is standing plan. Provides basic framework for responding organizational problems. Then next is functional plan. Includes the framework for operation and major function units like patrol and investigation. Then time specific concern with specific purposes. Then next is procedural plan. Guides routine and field of work or field of operation. Then tactical plans, procedure coping with the specific situation. Then next, operational plan, planning for operation and special division of patrol detective traffic. Then next is that's all lang, sir.